Brought to you by the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. 26% to go. Showdowns. Braves. Marlins. Let's fucking do this. On the mound for the Braves, Bryce Elder. Who are 20 cards today? Ronald Acuna Jr., Matty Olson, Austin Riley, Marcell Ozuna, Drake Baldwin of the fabulous acting Baldwin family, Ozzy Albies, Alex Verdugo, Michael Harris II, Nick Allen, flipping it over, Sandy Alcantara, Xavier Edwards, Jesus Sanchez, Otto Lopez, Eric Wagaman, Kyle Stowers, Dane Myers. I should go to this game. Liam Hicks, but it starts in an hour. Nick Fortes. There's probably 12 people in this fucking game. Javier Sanoja. Let's do it. Bryce Elder. Took a no decision Friday against the Rockies, giving up 4 runs on 7 hits and 3 walks in 3 innings. He struck out 2. On the heels of fanning a career-high 12 in his last start, Elder floundered a favorable spot at home versus the woeful Rockies. The 26-year-old right-hander's 2 punch-outs matched a season low, and he tossed the season-low 3.5 frames. Elder holds a serviceable .435 ERA, 127 WHIP, and 51 Ks across 60 innings in 2025. He projects to next base a Mets team that is slugging a robust .471 against righties over the last 34 games. Yeah, not too impressed with Mr. Elder. What do we got? Ronald Acuna Jr. went 1 for 3 with a walk and a solo home run in Wednesday's win over the Mets. The superstar right fielder led the bottom of the first inning by taking Paul Blackburn deep, giving Chris Sale all the support he would need in a 5-0 win. Acuna has hit safely in 8 straight games, batting a gob-smacking .577 over that stretch, with a double, 4 homers, a steal, 7 RBIs, and 11 runs. Yes, gob-smacking earns a man his way into every lineup as a lock. Let's do it. Next up, Matty Olson. 2 for 3 with 2 walks, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs in Thursday's win over the Mets. The first baseman continues to swing a hot bat. In June, Olson has hit safely in 10 straight games, slashing .378, .467, .676 over that stretch with 5 doubles, 2 homers, 7 runs, 14 RBIs to go along with a rock solid. Yes, the man a spot. Hot bat. You know, as soon as I hear hot bat, that's all we need to hear. That's the fucking magic word. That's the fucking trigger, ladies and gentlemen. When you hear somebody swinging a hot bat, hot pie, Olson, Acuna. Austin Riley. 1 for 4 to solo home run in Friday's loss to the Marlins. Riley hit his 12th home run of the season, pushing him into sole possession of second place on the team. It was nice to see the pop return to the 28-year-old's bat as Friday's homer was his first extra base hit in 9 games. However, the strikeout numbers remain most concerning with Riley, who's now struck out at least 9 straight games and 15 times over that stretch. His strikeout rate sits at 28% for the season. Fuck him. Olson, Acuna. Marcell Ozuna. 2 for 4 to 3-run double in Tuesday's win over the Mets. Ozuna delivered a clutch, base-clearing double in the 8th to get the game at 4-4. He produced 6 RBIs through his first 10 games this month, but has since driven in 8 runs in 4 games. Ozuna has produced 2 multi-hit efforts over his last 13 contests and now owns a .257, .383, .427 slash line through 298 plate appearances. Not bad. Not bad at all. Olson and Acuna. Drake Baldwin. 2 for 4 to 3-run home run, a walk, an additional run scored in Saturday's win over the Marlins. Baldwin reached base 3 times, highlighted by a 3-run homer in the 9th inning to help out the game out of reach. The rookie has cooled off a bit in June, going 9 for 41 over 14 games, though he still managed 3 home runs and 9 RBIs during that span. On the season, he's slashing an impressive 293, 350, 483, with 8 homers, 24 RBIs, 16 runs scored across 160 plate appearances. Very nice. Very nice, Mr. Baldwin. We'll be keeping our eye on you, sir. Ozzy Albies. 2 for 4, the double or triple, a run scored in Wednesday's win over the Mets. Albies tallied his first triple of the season, and it was just his second instance this year that he posted multiple extra base hits. Wednesday marked the second baseman's first multi-hit game since May 25th, as he continues to have had a time finding his footing with a .634 OPS in 2025. Over his last 20 outings, Albies is slashing 192, 298, 288 with 4 extra base knocks, 6 RBIs, 6 runs scored, and a lone stolen base, covering 84 plate appearances. Olsen and Acuna. Alex Verdugo. Absent from the lineup for Wednesday's game in Milwaukee. For the 3rd time over the past 4 contests, the left-handed hitting Verdugo finds himself out of the lineup, even though all 4 games have come against right-handers. Boring. Fuck off. Doosh, deloosh, deroosh. Acuna, Olsen. Michael Harris II. 2 for 4 to 3-run homer and a 2nd run scored in Friday's win over the Rockies. The center fielder homered for the 2nd straight game and the 3rd time in 6 contests by taking Jake Bird deep in the 6th. Harris' glove has kept him in the lineup despite a brutal start to the year at the plate, but he may be finally finding a groove in the offense as well. Over the last 8 games, he's batting .313 with 4 runs and 8 RBIs. Most impressive. Impressive. Nick Allen. 2 for 4 to double and a run scored in Thursday's win over the Mets. The 26-year-old infielder entered Thursday with just 6 extra base hits this season, and the double was the only 3rd extra base knock of the month of June. While Allen has carved out a steady role in 2025, he started 64 of Atlanta's 73 games at shortstop, but it hasn't translated to much fantasy appeal. Then go fuck off. Moving to the other side of the ball. Let me give you Marlins. Alcantara took the loss in Monday's game at the Phillies. He allowed 2 runs and 5 hits and 1 walk over 5 innings with 5 strikeouts. Despite the loss, the Miami right-hander continued his recent string of solid performances in this 100-pitch outing. Alcantara held the Philadelphia lineup in check, as both runs he allowed came on solo homers, one by Trea Turner in the 1st, and the other by Max Kepler in the 4th. After opening the season with a ghastly 8.47 ERA through 51 innings, Alcantara has been significantly better over his last 3 starts, pitching to a 2.12 ERA, 88 whip, and 15 Ks in 17 innings. He's currently slated to make his next start against Atlanta at home this weekend. I'm not wowed by the card. But looking for wow. Xavier Edwards. 3 for 5 with an RBI and a stolen base in Tuesday's win over the Phillies. The Marlins leadoff hitter continues to rack up hits in June. Tuesday's effort was Edwards' 6th multi-hit performance in 13 games of the month, a stretch in which he's slashing 404, 466, 462 with 5 RBIs and 7 runs. The steal was his 12th of the season, the first successful attempt since he returned to action from a back issue at the end of May. Not bad, not bad. Not bad, hot pie. Jesus Sanchez, out of the lineup for Wednesday's game against the Phillies that never ends well. When it's a boring opening statement, it's a boring fucking card. Otto Lopez, 1 for 3 with a walk, and RBI and a stolen base in Sunday's loss to the Rays. The 26-year-old has swiped the bag in back-to-back games, giving him 7 on the season in 10 attempts. Lopez has picked up the pace at the plate the last few weeks, slashing 255, 333, 412 over the last 14 contests, with 2 homers, 4 steals, 6 runs, 8 RBIs. Olson, Acuna. Wagaman. 1 for 4 the Walker, 2-run homer and second run scored in Tuesday's win over the Phillies. The 27-year-old took Jesus Luzardo deep in the second, ending a 20-game homerless drought for Wagaman in which he hit just .228 with 4 doubles and 10 RBIs. He's emerged as the Marlins starting first baseman mostly by default, but Wagaman doesn't have the offensive upside typically associated with the position, and he sucks. 2-2. Kyle Stowers, out of the lineup for Wednesday's game against the Phillies. After being included, out of the lineup never works. Never works. Fuck him. Douche. Lerouche. Dane Myers will start in center field and bat sixth and Wednesday. It sucks. Douche. Liam Hicks, out of the lineup for Sunday's game against the Nats. Go fuck your mother. Ooh, shabada. Nick Fortes, 3 for 4 to double a run scored in Sunday's win over the Nationals. The 28-year-old catcher has a 5-game hit streak going, during which he's gone 9 for 17 with a double, a homer, 4 runs, and 4 RBIs. Fortes has been primarily a short-side platoon player, as the Marlins also tried playing time for Augustin Ramirez and Liam Hicks behind the plate, but that mole made me agreeing with him. Eh. Cunha, Olsen. Sanoja, out of the lineup for Monday's game against the fucking Phillies. Jesus Christ. Let's go backwards here. Who would we like? Sanoja was nothing. Nothing on Fortes. Hicks, Myers, Stowers, Wagaman, Lopez, Sanchez. Edwards was impressive. We like Edwards. Maybe Alcantara, but Edwards definitely. Nick Allen, Michael Harris second. Verdugo, Albies. I mean, these guys were all decent. They said Drake was getting hot at the right fucking time. Impressive. Impressive. Drake and Xavier. Ozuna, was that just like another decent shit card? 2 for 3, 3-run double. This month. Riley. Solo home run. Strikeout numbers are concerning. Man swings for the fence. If we gotta give him that. Olsen's already in. Cunha's already in. Elder. Edwards. Baldwin. That's how we're going to roll. Edwards. Baldwin. We're going to go from there. Edwards. Baldwin. Going to come across. Edwards. Baldwin. Edwards. Baldwin. We won't be able to get them all, but we will try. Edwards. Baldwin. We're going to come across and then work our way backwards. Baldwin's already there. Edwards. Baldwin. Edwards and Baldwin. Some will be able to stick. Some will not. Edwards. Baldwin. So once you read through, you remember the cards that stuck out. You see if you can get your lineup combination to every mix. Edwards, Baldwin. Edwards, Baldwin. Edwards, Baldwin. Edwards, Baldwin. Edwards, Baldwin. Baldwin. Edwards, Baldwin. And finally, Edwards. Bolton. Let's do it. Cunha, Olsen, Edwards, and Baldwin. Best card available right here is Marcell Ozuna. We're taking him. Did we get it in on the deadline? It's game full. It's not. Let's do it. 97 left over. Enough for Austin Riley. Go for it. Lucas Haas, 64 left over. Enough for Wagaman or Harris. Wagaman was unimpressive. Harris, what was Harris doing out there? 2 for 4, 3-run homer, getting a swing back. There you go. $7,000 left over. Otto Lopez, Jesus Sanchez. None of them impressive. 1 for 3 with the walk. Swipe the bag. Sanchez, Wagaman. None of those guys were impressive. We're going with the fucking Michael Harris. Second, we're going to leave it. 31. 31. Anybody at 31? Oh, we just missed. Is there a non-proper we could squeeze in here for the fuck of it? Because Connor Joe showed the fuck up yesterday. Released. No good. Got a lot of $3,000 options here. Select if win it. No, we need somebody playing recent shit here. Come on. You got no pitchers down here? Option to fucking Jacksonville, really, you fucker. Cornelius, what do you got? Nothing. Connor Joe, I throw into a couple lineups. He actually ended up scoring 6 fucking points yesterday. This guy hasn't played recently. Good old Graham Pauly. Come on, Kellenick. What do we got? What do we got? Hasn't gotten in since fucking April. Delay. What do we got? Atlanta activated for the 60-day list and optioned him to Gwinnett. You're not helping me in Gwinnett, pal. Why the fuck is he on the active roster? Rodriguez. CERN. Costa. Nope, these guys ain't doing shit. De Los Santos. 7-day DL. Other guys done shit. Amora. What do you got, Amora? We read about you, right? Released. You done shit. Last guy. Brantley. Fuck your cunt of a mother. All right, we can't do it. You can't just throw a blind card in because you're automatically asking to fucking lose. We'll throw Fortes in here. Who's cuttable? Anybody's cuttable. Let's stay with take out Drake over Xavier. We'll put in Mikey Harris. We can actually end up moving up from Fortes. Anybody better? Sanoha. They're all dog shit. They're all dog shit, but at least Harris is good. All right, keep going. 55. We got enough in here. What do we got? Get a bunch of dog shit. Verdugo. Come on, make it happen, buddy. 43. We got enough in there for what? Nick Allen. Bang. 46. We got enough in there for who? Sanoja. 10-6. Oh, we got 2 card spots available here. The cheapest card possible in the deck is Nick Fortes, which leaves us enough for Mikey Harris. So we can take out Fortes, and what do we get? Sanoja. Or we can just go Atlanta stack here. Just go full-on Atlanta stack to try and get all the bats in the lineup. Maybe the guy gets on a base on balls. Protect the lineup. Go for it. All right. We got a deficit here, so we got to go cheapest card in the deck. And then we will sacrifice Baldwin for... Can we sacrifice Baldwin? We cannot. Let's get Baldwin back in there. We will have to sacrifice Edwards for Allen. Now brings us to the Brave side of the lineup. We get Mr. Austin Riley, Bash. Here we will get. We'll just make these Atlanta Slaughter stacks. Verdugo. 67 again. We will stay with Atlanta Slaughter stacks and go Mikey Harris. 28 will not be enough, so we got to go with Fortes to pull Fortes out. We will pull out Edwards here and stick with an Atlanta stack. And go with Mikey Harris. Should we then move up from Nick Fortes to best available Marlin, which would be Dane Myers. Bam. Yeah, we go Mikey Harris here. With the 5 left, we will go with Nick Allen by making it an Atlanta Slaughter, leaving 1,400 on the table. Again, we got to pull out here. So we'll grab Nick Allen instead. And we'll cut Baldwin for Harris. Keeping Atlanta Slaughter stack while staying with Xavier Edwards. We'll do the same thing here. Get Nick Allen instead of Fortes. So we know we'll cut Drake Baldwin for the best available Brave, which will be Alex Verdugo. Goddamn Flash. X these out. All right. Again, take the cheapest. We get Mikey Harris. It all sets up perfect. 98. I think it can be done, right? Mikey Harris, Nick Allen, bang. It cannot be done. So we'll take Nick Allen, trade out Drake Baldwin. That cannot be done either. This will be tougher to pull off. So to bring in Nick Fortes, we'll have to take out Xavier Edwards for Mikey Harris. It's actually not that bad. It's doable. Atlanta Slaughter stacks, baby. That's it. That's 20 fucking lineups, ladies and gentlemen. May fate and faith decide you're fortunate if you should win. Blow your money right here on the new Faro's Lounge Kickstarter. 26% to go. 9 days. Peace, love, war. All that shit in between.